missing for almost 2 months, and that's because life has been my ass on big time. Anyways, today's comeback video is going to be about how to get in touch with your natural side, which is your femininity. Yeah, I know a lot of you like, but we're women, so we're supposed to be feminine. But in this day and age or generation, we lose touch with who we naturally are, our natural nature, which is to be nurturing. Sorry, it's been a long day, and just calm, happy, a creator, due to life being so much more difficult in this generation than it was for our parents, grandparents, and great grandparents, and everybody before us. So anyways, let's get into this video. So for the entirety of this week, I found myself being in a really bad mood, and I tried to pin it on PMS. Then I thought about it, and I realized that I wasn't feeling the usual PMS mood swings. I was actually fighting things from my past and my trauma that I thought I had dealt with by, pushing it to the back burner, and they were coming up in my self-conscious. So the days where I thought that, I was just at work and I was doing good, I would get in a bad mood, and I didn't know why I was in a bad mood until I woke up today and I realized that I was in a bad mood because I was yet to confront a lot of things that I had been through and refused to speak on. Everybody's trauma is different. Some people it's some very serious things, not to devalue what you've been through, and others it's childhood trauma that's not anything with abuse. It could be work trauma, relationship trauma. But we need to stop trying to put labels on the things that we've been through to tell us that, oh, you weren't raped, you weren't physically abused, you weren't kidnapped, it's not that serious. Because if you continue to push traumas that are still traumas to the back burner because it's not as high up on the scale with everything else, we're gonna find ourselves compiling our issues, and that's what's happening with me currently. And so I'll be at work and I'll be smiling, and the next minute I'm grumpy. And I'm like, why are you grumpy? And I'm like, oh, my period is coming. And I'm like, no, that's not why you're grumpy. Something else is up here that's bothering you. So anyways, I woke up this morning and I realized that I was holding on to a lot of childhood trauma with neglect and abandonment issues, and relationship traumas, which was also neglect and abandonment issues, and they were eating away at my subconscious and nagging me. And so I felt more in line with my masculine energies because I was in goal mode. I gotta get this done, I gotta get that done. I just moved to a new apartment again. I was decorating and buying furniture again, and so I had no time to slow down and assess what I was going through. So this morning, after crying, I decided that okay, I was gonna take the day to myself and I was going to spend a little money on me. And the day before as well, 2 days prior, I also decided, you know what, I'm gonna buy something to feed my femininity. And so I went and I repurchased some perfumes that I ran out of. I bought a pair of boots, and I made plans with one of my really close friends to go to dinner the weekend coming. So when I woke up this morning, I told myself, yes, I have plans for the weekend to go to dinner, but I'm gonna take myself to lunch because I had not eaten breakfast and I didn't eat dinner the night before because I was in such a bad mood, so I was hungry. So I got dolled up in this very same outfit, and I took my pictures. I was feeling myself, went out to lunch. The food was trash. But it was something about being out by myself that made me feel somewhat at peace and somewhat in touch with me, not the grumpy me, like the real me. And to close my date, I told myself I was gonna go to the flower shop, and I got these flowers a pair, and I wanted it to match my outfit. So I saw the lavender flowers and I was like, I want that, that, and that. And I've always watched people say buying flowers does something for you as a woman. Instead of a man giving it to you, it has more power. And I was like, okay, you guys are just talking. But today when I bought the flowers, I found myself smiling beneath my mask. I was just like cheesy, and I kept wondering to myself, why are you so excited? And it's because it's in our natural nature as women to do certain things like nurture and to create my own bouquet today with the florist. It made me get in touch with that natural feminine nature, and to also have it match my clothes also made me feel coordinated. So by the time I got home, even though the food was very overpriced and awful, especially the cocktails tasted like medicine with a lot of liquor in it, the flowers and the experience at the flower shop today made my day. And so today I want to give you, I think it's 5 tips. Why is my camera shaking? 5 tips on how to get in touch with your femininity. Let's go. Tip number 1. Be less combative. I know, especially for somebody like me, my face stay full of spice and everything nice. Walking away from confrontation is hard, but as a female, if you're always confronting things, it ruins your energy. You get annoyed, you get temperamental, you constantly feel triggered. And when you're constantly feeling triggered, it takes you out of your calm, natural states. Or if you're not a calm person, out of your bubbly state, whatever state you're normally in, into a temperamental and an irritable state. And so avoiding confrontation doesn't mean that we're letting disrespect slide, but it means that we're tabling certain conversations. So if your friend or your partner or family member says something that's insulting to you, instead of going into attack mode or addressing it right there, we're now saying, okay, I'm gonna deal with it later. We're not gonna strike when the iron is hot anymore. We're gonna deal with it later. And when you properly assess what was said or done to you, then you can bring it up in a more controlled and calm manner to avoid going neck for neck. And if it gets to that point, you know that, okay, you had already rationalized the conversation, what was said or done, and you're fine on your end. So that was tip number 1, avoiding confrontation. Tip number 2 is treating yourself. Now, treating yourself, I want to move it away from food, because sometimes you're like, oh, I bought myself some very expensive ice cream. No, treating yourself to actual things that you can hold there. So it could be perfume, it could be a bag, it could be a pair of shoes, it could be a spa day. Reason for that is because a lot of times, especially in our generation, we're in the fast bitch generation, we're on go. So our nails are chips. I don't really like to wear artificial nails. Our heel backs are dry and calloused. So take some time from your busy schedule to go to the spa. Get a facial, an affordable facial, because we're all about saving right now. Still in the pandemic, recovering. Get a pedicure done. Get some nails that are classy and clean done. If you don't want to do that, then go and buy yourself a bottle of perfume, or even buy yourself a body oil, a candle, and a body scrub, and come home, have a nice shower or a bubble bath, and relax. So that's tip number 2, treat yourself. Tip number 3 is now investing. Investing not in a financial aspect, but meaning into yourself. So invest in your personality, invest in your character. Now, if you realize that you're not the type of person where you're very cordial or you're good with etiquette, start to make an effort to remind yourself to say please, thank you, you're welcome, may I, can I, yes you may, pardon me. So invest in your manners. So Every time a man opens the door for you, I've always done it because I was raised that way, I say thank you. Always remind yourself to say thank you. If you're going into a building and there's a woman behind you, push the door so it's able to stay open long enough for that female. I do that, and every time I do it, females always say thank you and men say thank you because I didn't have to do it. If a kid is in front of you in the line and they're trying to reach something, reach it for them. If an elderly lady's trying to cross the road, help them cross the road. If someone dropped something, pick it up. Now, why that is seen as an investment is how you treat people will come back to you. A lot of people don't believe in karma, but it is real. Having a frame of mind where you go about your day and all you care about is you, you're gonna find yourself in problems, because if all you ever cared about is you, no one will actually want to do right by you. So when they're able to say, oh, she held the door for me, or my child said she did this and this, they're gonna see you and want to give back to you. Now, that's not always the case, but most times people will invest in you because you invested in them. So tip number 3, invest in yourself when it comes to etiquette and your manners. Tip number 4, collect something or get a hobby. When I say collect something, begin to find something that you can bond with. So some guys collect cars, some guys collect action figures, movies, some girls collect bags, perfumes. Find something that you want to collect and learn about. Reason for this is having something that you're passionate about gives you the ability to connect with people that are like you, and also to have something to express. So when people ask you, who are you? What do you like? You're not there like, I don't know who I am, I don't know what I like. You're able to say, I like perfumes, I like flowers, I like cooking, and I love gardening. What do you like to garden? Oh, fruits and vegetables. What type of perfumes do you like? I like Sofia Vergara Love, I like Chanel No. 5, I like Dolce & Gabbana. You're able to say what you like and what you invest in. So for me, I like trying different wines. So if I was supposed to go on a date, I'm able to have a conversation about wines, and if somebody was supposed to start to speak to me about wines, I'm gonna be intrigued. So I'm able to know that there are people like me that like wines and go to certain places, like to wineries, wine tastings. I also like food, so I will hang out with people that I like food, and so that helps me to find like-minded people. So hobbies aren't just something to keep your time occupied, but it helps you to find your people and just grow some friends, some family, just to feel like you belong somewhere. So find a hobby or collect something. That's tip number 4. Now, tip number 5 is our final tip, and I think it is the most important one of all. Maybe I'm being dramatic, but to me, I think it's one of the most important things I've learned on this journey of being cranky. So tip number 5 is planning your outfits. So you know that, okay, you're gonna go out twice per month. That's what I do. And ahead of time, I plan my outfits. So I know that I'm going to wear a purple lavender top. I want to wear an oversized jacket, ripped jeans, a pair of simple heels, these earrings that my sister made, a nice fluffy bun that I've twisted. I want my edges to be simple, sharp eyebrows, and I want my Fenty lip gloss. So plan your outfits. The reason for this is when you get up and you plan your outfits for work, church, just social events, it makes you feel more put together. And when you get to take your pictures, you can be like, oh, so you know what you're going for. So in your mind, you're able to execute what's up here on your body, and you're able to look at yourself and just feel this sense of, ooh, I look good today. So plan your outfits, plan your hairstyle. So now that I'm learning to do my natural hair without just wearing an afro, and I'm adding extensions here and there, wigs, every outfit I do a different hairstyle and a different makeup look. I don't have much jewelry, so last night I went and I bought statement earring pieces because I'm trying to incorporate more accessories to my outfits. So I'm gonna start buying better bags. I'm not really a shoe type of girl. Once I have the basics and it's not in any bright colors, my outfits all look good. But I'm gonna start buying bags and earrings, and I'm teaching myself how to do my hair. So each time I go out, I do a different look. It's either a high top, that's a twisted bun, or it's half up, half down, or it's a braid, or a different ponytail, or I've created my own bob wig from watching a YouTube tutorial, or it's an orange hair or a pink hair with a turtleneck or a button down. I sit and I plan all of my outfits just to make me feel more put together. And when I go out, I know that I spend days planning this outfit, sometime a month, and I look fabulous. So those are my 5 tips on how to get in touch with your natural side, which is your femininity. If you're going through a lot right now, you're struggling financially, you can also do some things at home for yourself, like DIY products. I used to garden when I was broke. I would go to my neighbors and ask them for a piece of their plants, and they would give me, and I'd go back to my apartment and I would repot them. And that was how I got in touch with my nurturing side, because I didn't have a kid and I also had a dog. And there were other times where I would do a little of art and crafts there, and because I couldn't afford to do my hair and nails, I would do it at home, treat my hair at home, do my own pedicure, do my own facial. So you don't need money to feel and look your best. Budget, plan, and execute. Until next time, guys, I'm Jonte. You can also call me Tay. If you're new here, please don't forget to like, comment, and share, and subscribe to my channel for more content. Also, comment down below some tips you have as it relates to femininity and how to get in touch with your feminine side. I appreciate it. Goodbye, guys.